to make another one of these videos to also show my acne, because I feel like it didn't show as well in the last curly talk get ready with me video. I was a bit further away, but I'm a bit closer today so you can see my gorgeous acne we've got going on right now. I'm breaking out, so I just wanted to show my real skin, because I get a lot of comments about how nice it looks, but it's really my lighting and usually like filters on TikTok and stuff, but this is real skin, and I've struggled with acne since like, oh my god, since like probably 12 years old. I'm not even joking. I'm 26. I just turned 26 in March. So okay, this foundation, people are obsessed with it, and like I'm not. Like, I like it, I'm gonna keep using it, but it's like, it's not giving me like wow factor like everyone else has. Oh, I forgot to wet my beauty blender. I'm gonna have to go do that. One second. Yeah, so I don't know, people say it wears like for a really long time, but I feel like it clings to my dry patches, and it's supposed to be good for dry skin, so I don't really know. It's got really good coverage though. Oh, did I not? I'll like list everything in the description, but this is the like Lady Gaga Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. They've got a lot of shades, which is good. I'm gonna go like this. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like once I'm done with it, I probably won't repurchase it. What should we talk about? I'm like using the mirror and my phone to see what I'm doing. Oh my god, I went crazy. I'm gonna be going in with concealer. I think I like this concealer like as a foundation. That's what I was using before I got that Haus Labs foundation. So it just like lasts a really long time, so I'll probably just do that when I'm done with that foundation. And then blend that out. I go in between a brush and a sponge. This is the Real Technique sponge, and I love it. I've been using it for years. Usually on my breakout areas, I will kind of give that a second to dry down and get more tacky, and blend it out last, because it gives more full coverage that way. I can't see what I'm doing. That's probably better. Okay, so last time we talked about birth control and periods and stuff like that. So I guess I can give you an update if you're interested. This is gonna be like TMI talk again. If you're grossed out by periods, first of all, grow up. Second of all, you can just leave the video and go to a different one. So let's get into it. So last time I was talking about how I was on birth control for 10 years, and when I went off of it, I started bleeding like basically like 15 to 18 days out of the month, like straight, right after I ovulated. honest, because I don't have like a lot of the symptoms that are like known with PCOS. Like I don't have what is it? Like facial hair. I don't have, like, I have like peach fuzz, but more, it's like more prominent with people who have PCOS. So I was like kind of shocked when she said that, but she said you only need, for her, she diagnosed people after having seen like 2 symptoms. So for me that was acne and irregular periods, and I also have like fatigue. I thought that was probably just because I was bleeding so much, but that would make sense that that's also another symptom. Yeah, because like as soon as I went off the pill, I just like, I thought my body was gonna feel amazing. Like what happened with my sisters when they went off the pill. But that did not happen to me. I kind of felt like shit. For the past like maybe a year and a half, 2 years. Just like constantly bleeding every month. It's very exhausting. And yeah, I just felt like I was so much more like tired throughout the day. And I felt like I was coming off lazy, but now it all makes sense because I know I'm not like a lazy person. Okay, yeah, the foundation is actually looking really good today. So that's surprising. Maybe it was because I got it during like deep winter here in Canada, and my skin gets so dry in the winter. But now it's kind of warming up a bit, so I don't have as much dry patches. So that's actually kind of really nice. Yeah. I can't tell if I need to add more concealer on this side. I'm probably just gonna like put blush on and move on because whatever. Yeah. What was I talking about? Oh my god, I forgot to blend that out. I bet you guys have been like looking at that like, girl, when are you gonna blend that out? Right now, don't you worry. Okay. Am I missing any other? Oh, I think we're good. Okay, back to my explanation. So, yeah, I didn't have like the main symptoms. I think it's like shedding a lot of hair. I have a lot of hair, but I don't really like, I haven't noticed like hair loss or anything. I've always been kind of thin in this area, but it's just like also like super blonde there. So I wasn't sure if that was it or not, but no, because people who have PCOS, they have like clumps of hair that come out like during the shower or like whatever. So I was like, okay, well that's not me. And I don't have like the facial hair. It's not like they're having full beards or anything. It's just like more prominent facial hair. And weight gain, especially in like the tummy area. I didn't really have that either. So I was like, I was thinking like, girl, did you diagnose me correctly? Because I'm not seeing like the symptoms. But she said like my acne, irregular periods, and fatigue. So I was like, okay, sure, like we have an explanation for it, but now what's the solution? So surprise, surprise. I said last time that I would never go back on birth control because I thought that's what did this to me. But actually, like I basically had this like my whole, not my whole life, but like as soon as I hit puberty, I guess I kind of I had like heavier periods when I was younger, but I didn't. I went on birth control pretty early on. I think like 13 or 14 because I had acne, and I think I got my period at like 12 or like 11. So I can't really remember how my periods were back then. So what was I talking about? Okay. she basically said that she was concerned that I was bleeding so much and that it wasn't healthy for my uterine lining, and if I want to have kids in a few years, which I'm not sure, we don't know if we want to do that yet. So if we want to have kids in a few years, she recommended to kind of get my body back in check with taking birth control, and that will help my uterine lining kind of get back to normal, and obviously help my symptoms, because she was like, I'm sure you don't, sorry, I need to add like color to my lips, I look like a ghost. She was like, I'm sure you don't enjoy bleeding that much, and I was like, no, I really don't. So I was like, I could definitely use a break from that. So it's been like that for like the past like 2 years. I'm just like constantly waiting. There's like a week and a half out of the month where I'm like not. So that's like super fun. I need to focus on my makeup because I'm getting like sidetracked. I feel like I want to move this over here. What am I on down? Okay, I moved my mirror over here and I can see like a lot better. There was like things in the way. So basically, she made me feel a lot better about going back on birth control and like how it would benefit me, and how she was like saying that if I just do that now for a couple years, kind of like fix my uterine lining and get my body like back in check, that it will be healthier later on if I end up getting pregnant. That's another thing with PCOS. It could cause infertility, which is like something that I had a feeling about for some, like I just had a feeling that I might have issues with that, because of the fact that when where's my powder? When I have these like ovulation test strips, and I was trying to really understand my cycle, and it's like, can you do more than one thing at a time? No, apparently not. Okay, when I would ovulate, like it would be a positive ovulation test, literally the next day or the day after, I would start my bleeding, which concerned me because I told the gynecologist this, and I was like, okay, let's say I did get pregnant, and I just started bleeding like a day or two later. Wouldn't the pregnancy like be gone after that? Like, wouldn't that just like flush it out? You know what I'm saying? And she was like, oh, like I definitely see what you're saying. Which is like, she's like, I don't remember what she said. But she was like, okay, well, in your case, when you do start trying, if you do start trying to have kids, if you're not successful by like 6 months, then you would have to then come in and see her, and then we'd go to like a fertility clinic, because normally she would tell people like if within a year it doesn't work, then come in, but she said a shorter time for me because of that issue. So I don't know, I just like have this feeling, because since I know that I do ovulate, but like right after I start bleeding, that's like, that doesn't make any sense, you know, like that's just kind of worrisome to me. I've never been like super wanting kids, but in the past couple of years, my both my sisters have kids, and it's kind of starting to give me baby fever a little bit. But both of me and my, I was gonna say husband, fiance, we have always been kind of iffy on brought this up last time, so part 2. So yeah, basically update is I've been diagnosed with PCOS. I have been put on birth control. I think it's my 10th day. I started on like the first, yeah. It's my 10th day on birth control. It's the same birth control I was on before, which I liked that one. It was good for my acne. So I'm kind of like hoping my acne goes away soon and like it starts working because yeah, definitely the past like 2 years being off birth control has been kind of rough with me and my skin. It's kind of making me like go back to like elementary school kind of like mindset when I had acne. It's been rough, but I've been trying to be really kind with myself about my skin, especially like with TikTok and everything these days. Like I felt like when I was younger, I felt like I was the only person who had acne, but seeing like other people have acne kind of like makes me feel a bit better about it. So yeah, I'm like confident that this pill was gonna help me with my acne as well, because it was really good for me last time. If you're wondering, I'm on Tricera or tricycline low. I think that those are the names for it. I've got this like pimple here, and it's like so painful, but you're not supposed to pop anything. Well, you're not supposed to pop your pimples in general, but like anything in like this zone, because it's like more dangerous or something, I heard, because it could like go to your brain and like kill you. I don't know. But I'm like leaving that one alone because it's so sensitive, and I'm just putting like pimple cream and stuff on it. So, but yeah, this cheek all of a sudden just like broke out. It's probably because I started my pill, and it's probably just like my body's trying to like figure it all out, like what's going on, like all these hormones again. But yeah, if you are dealing with acne, be gentle with yourself, be see it now. I feel like this lighting isn't like showing it, because I can see it in my mirror pretty well. Can you see that? I don't know. Hopefully you can see. I just try to pick up more on that. It's really pretty in person. Okay, what was I talking about? Is that, I think that might be my update on that. But basically, yeah. I'm still bleeding. I started, so I think I've been bleeding for 17 days, because you're supposed to start the pill on the 7th day of bleeding. So after I ovulated, started bleeding like usual, and then I took the pill on the 7th day, and now it's been 10 days, so it's been 17 days. And I'm like annoyed because I thought like it was gonna start working right away, but obviously my body's gotta get used to like this new pill that I'm taking. So hopefully next month I won't bleed for 18 days, 17 days straight. So yeah, I'll let you know the update on my next Get Ready With Me when I figure that out. Hopefully I'm like, oh my god, everything's back to normal. I'm not getting those crazy periods and stuff anymore. Hopefully that's what I say next time. Yeah. But I don't know, I'm still kind of like, I feel kind of like about being on the pill again. I'm just like, I feel like it's almost masking my symptoms. But honestly, if that's what I need to do, then that's what I need to do. I just kept saying like, I can't live like this. I can't keep bleeding like this much. It's driving me crazy. So if this is what I have to do, then this is what I have to do. And she said it's like for my health basically, because I'm just like bleeding too much. So hopefully when I get off of it, my body's like back to normal, and I'll get pregnant, and maybe my hormones will be fixed by pregnancy, because that's another thing that I've like heard people talk about. They'll get pregnant and then their like it's like low to the ground. It's a Ford Fusion. So like I just was like, I need like a little truck. So we noticed, like, from walking around, we kept seeing Ford Rangers. It's like the older version though, like it's like a really tiny version. Around town, and I kept going, I think I could drive that. I feel like I would be more comfortable driving something like that. So we were kind of like on the lookout, and we found one that we loved, and we bought it. And I've been practicing driving, and I feel a lot more comfortable driving in that. It just feels like higher up, and it feels tiny enough for me. And when I say I have a fear of driving, it's like, it's bad. Like, I only would do parking lots, and even still I would be like shaking, like panicking. I must have like had issues like this in another life or something, because I don't know why. But I know it's like a common fear. So I was thinking of doing like a series on my other TikTok account, my like kind of, it's not the ASMR account, it's the other one, of like me driving and like overcoming driving anxiety and fear of driving. So I might do that. I finally like had the courage to get out of the parking lot like a couple weeks ago, but then I haven't driven in like a couple weeks because it snowed, and that like I can't do that right now, not yet. And now the snow is gone again, so I might go driving tonight, because I like to go at nighttime too, when there's like less people on the road. That's like one of the main fears, is just like other people and other drivers. My fiance is so cute. He printed out this sign that said, "Please be kind, new driver," or something like that. He like figured out how like to put it on the back of the car for when I am driving, but he doesn't have it obviously when he's driving, or else people will be like, "What the heck? You don't look like you're new. You're on the highway." But yeah, we both really like the Ranger. We like it a lot. One of my inspirations for getting a truck, like a mini little truck, was Twilight. I know I mentioned before how much I love Twilight, but like it's literally the thing. Like it's serious. Like seeing her drive that truck makes me feel like I could drive a little truck, if that makes sense. Like just seeing her do that, I'm like, oh, I feel like she makes it look so easy. I can do that. Drive around my little town, you know. So that's one of the reasons I was like interested in getting a Ranger. see how that was. And I'm just kind of getting used to that. And these are like different lashes than I normally do. They're like more natural, but I kind of like them. Okay, now we're gonna do a lippy. Or I'm thinking I kind of want to put this brown mascara on the bottom. Normally that's what I do, but I was kind of not sure if I wanted to do that today, but we're just gonna do it. This is like a rendition of like my everyday makeup. And now we're gonna do a lip. I'll probably do another one of these videos soon, but with the eyeshadow palette, the Twilight, we'll do like the whole collection. I'm gonna do like a really fun like cut crease look with the palette because I haven't really had time to play around with it yet. So yeah, look out for that. I'll probably do that soon. Right after this, I'm going to be filming story times and tea, so I'm going to make some tea and just tell you some stories and things from my life, I guess. Just like stories. I'm like trying to remember. I don't have that many good stories, but I have a few funny ones, so. That's gonna be fun, so I think this video will be uploaded after that, because I think that one's going up, I don't know. So if you're watching this, it's already up, so go check it out if you haven't yet. I'm going to put on the Twilight Collection Lip Oil in Bells. Sorry, my mic's kind of far away from me. I forgot to move it. Okay. I'm gonna be keeping this packaging forever. I'll just like refill it with other things. Okay. Okay, this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. That was kind of a little like therapy session for me. I kind of got a lot of things like off my chest and you know, like all of that like period health, hormone health stuff. So if you're also going through the same thing, let me know in the comments. We can discuss girly talk. Yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already, and it's free. If you don't know that, it's free. It just lets you know when I upload. It'll notify you. Or it will be in your subscriptions. But if you want to be notified, you can hit that little bell button, and it will let you know when I upload. Yeah, because I saw like one of the statistics on my analytics that said like majority of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So please subscribe and like the video if you liked it. It helps me out a lot. So thank you so much for watching.